Hi, I'm Sean Wiley with Revolution Machine Tools. Today I want to show you our HZ-FAB 110 horizontal press, couple horizontal press series. Over here you have your on and off. Something that's very important, there's an automatic manual switch here, as well as on the control. There's certain mechanical things that need to be turned on. Your hydraulic motor. Over here you have the speed of your ram. Your ram starts at 0 and goes outward when it counts in the control. This is the speed of your ram, and this is the downward hydraulic pressure. You can adjust that for the thickness of your material. Comes with a standard die set. There's a lot of different tools that you can use. You can do a lot with this machine. This particular machine has a programmable back gauge. It has an offset. This back gauge can be moved this way, in and out. Now over to the control. You go to the main screen. The first thing you want to do when you get your machine is go into settings. The reason is this first part is bending correction factor forward and back. The reason for this is if you have a part programmed and you get different material and it's off just a little, instead of rewriting the whole program, you can go in and make minor corrections. Material thickness, back gauge pull out distance, and back gauge offset for the offset that's on the back gauge. And this is a very important part of setup. The homing, any machine, CNC machine needs to find home. Home your bending, which is homing the ram, and home the back gauge. Then we go back to the main screen, and manual shows that bending actual position, where it's sitting now. The ram starts at 0, comes outward. The bending forward position and bending backward position is where you're programming this. You can go make this same move on this part over and over in manual. These are the two you would program. This is the actual position of the back gauge, and this is where you want your back gauge to be on this particular program. So if I wanted to change, let's say the back gauge, I go in, I'm going to keep it the same because I put one too many zeros in there. And there you go. So that would run a manual program, and that's where it sits. And the back gauge is already where it is programmed to be. Now we go back to the main screen to run a program in automatic. And as I said, it's very important to remember this. Put it in auto there. You go to a program, and you can write your program. This being the forward position that you want, starting at 0, coming up to 5 inches here. Backwards, I'm going to back off to 5.51. So I'm going to back off 5.51 inches. That gives me enough room for my 1/2 inch material that I was putting in, and just enough so I'm not wasting time going all the way back and all the way forward. Then I'm going to run this program all the way 6 moves. Save the program. It's the same thing. You can just enter here, send to the PLC, go back to the main screen, and program restart. You always want to restart no matter what, if your back gauge is on a last move or whatever. And then you will run that program. The back gauge is moving. This is set up to bump bend 1/2 inch material. And that's it. Alarms, you get alarms that'll tell you what default you have and how to clear it. And that's it. I'm Sean Wiley from Revolution Machine Tools. You can see us on YouTube or look us up on the web at www.rmtus.com. Have a good day. I just wrote a real simple program to bend this flat bar. You can do a lot more complicated program as far as bend depth and retract and back gauge, whatever tooling you have. This is just a simple program.